What up, everybody? It's Dregs One. Welcome back. Another episode, History of the Bay podcast, Empire Studios. Trevor Potter's in the building, and today we got a Bay Area legend, somebody that wouldn't be the History of the Bay without this guy right here, man. One of the illest lyricists to ever come out of Oakland, California. Part of a multi-platinum super group, penned one of the, if not the biggest hit to come out of the Bay. Smoke a lot himself, the Thug Lord, motherfucking Yukmouth is here. What up, brother?
Come on, Dre. What's up with the baby?
What up, man? Thanks for pulling up.
Long time, bro. I've been watching your shit, man. History of the Bay, man. You had all the legends on this motherfucker, man. I've been waiting to pull up. Thanks for sliding me in, my G.
Of course. Super last minute. It's still 4:20 today. You're fresh off stage.
Yes, man.
Very professional, man. Slid through and made it happen. Doing some rap shit. And you performed yesterday.
Yes, San Jose.
So you really out here on some rap shit, on doing your thing.
Off top.
Bro,
like, at the end of the day, man, like, this is the time of the year for 5 on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Shout out to RBL Posse. Shout out to Afro Man. Shout out to Baby Bash. This our time. Shout out to Devin Adu, Burner. Yeah, it's our time of the year, my brother.
Hell yeah.
You feel me? So we booked like a motherfucker. So we've been booked since Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
I love it.
Yada.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, let's go all the way back to the beginning, because you got a hell of a story, man. And I'm a fan. I grew up bumping your shit, so I know some of the story, but I want to hear it from you. I heard little references in your music and stuff like that. The 6'9" Village.
Off top.
That's where it begins.
I'm from the Vill, 65th.
65th.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm from the 5, not the 9. I ain't gonna Seagram from the 9.
Okay.
Yeah,
So for someone who wouldn't know, I'm from San Francisco. So someone who's not even heard of these places, explain the 6'5" and the 6'9".
Well, 69 and 65th is the same projects, but 2 different projects. It's on different sides of the, you know what I mean? This the 9 over there and then the 5 over here. So, but it's the same projects. One Vill, one mob, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But the 9 is legendary. You know what I mean? That's where Felix Mitchell come from, Little D, Seagram, Black, you know. The 9 kicked this shit off, you know what I mean? I'm from the 5, you know. I'm making a movement for the 5, you know, getting us lit too. You know, YGTO, all the shit that we do over there. But it's a blend, man. It wouldn't be this chain I got on my neck, you know, with Rap A Lot if it wasn't for Black and Seagram. You know, planting the seed over there, being the first ones to be signed from the West Coast on Rap A Lot. The first artist was Seagram from the Vill. Then it went to LA and everybody else. But the first West Coast artist on Rap A Lot was Seagram because of the connections from 69 Vill with Black and D and all that. So, you know, run down the line, I end up getting signed up there, you know what I mean, with the same connections, you know. It's a lot of people from my hood that work at Rap A Lot to this day. You know what I mean? A lot of Vill niggas up there in Houston and shit. So it's family, you know?
Okay, so you mentioned Felix Mitchell, too. He's kind of like a mythical figure in the streets. What was his influence when you were growing up?
The big homie that looked out for the hood. You know what I mean? Like, everybody want to say, like, okay, we damage the hood, but at the same time it's like some Robin Hood shit where you give back. You know, when your mother, you know, was on crack and spent all her money on, or fuck it, alcohol, wine or something, spent all her money and couldn't pay her bills. You know, the big dogs. We got that, Miss Johnson, boom. You know what I mean? We got that, like, if you couldn't afford Pop Warner football, you know, baseball and shit like that, the talent out the hood. They kept them and put money into them, you know what I mean? Made sure, you know, they had the best shit to prepare them for the best high school, to go to college and shit like that. A lot of ball players came about the Vill too, but up under the boys that put the money up for them when they was poor. You know, we all poor out there. We can't afford this shit. Football equipment costs like a motherfucker. All that shit costs. So beyond that, it was like, boom, giving back to the hood. So that's what I respect about Fee. He gave back to the hood. Like, we had Easter egg hunts in Greenman's Field across the street from the Vill, where all the kids come to the big ass field and they Easter eggs that got 100, $50, Easter eggs, like kids finding them and shit, taking them back to the hood and, you know what I mean, doing they want to. But that's the type of shit they did for us, man. Fishing trips, camping, all that type of shit for the, you know, the kids, you know what I mean, the youth. You know what I mean? So it was more than just niggas just balling out and, you know what I mean? They looked out for the hood. So that's the respect I got for Fee. He really put on for the fucking Vill. Not only just the 9, but the 5 too. And then we come up where the Black Panthers was doing they want to, and the Black Panthers, you know, salute to them. You know, they was against drug selling. You know what I mean? So they pressing up on the hoods throughout Oakland. You know, you can't sell crack. Fee was the first one to strike a deal with them to, you know what I mean, however it was done to where, I don't know what the deal was, but he was able to strike a deal to where they was able to work together. You know, the free lunch program, coming to our recreation centers and stuff like that. And the Black Panthers was the first to put the free lunch program out there before any schools in America, Black Panthers. And then they inducted that into, you know, the school programs across America. But yeah, man, Fee is legendary, bro, for real.
So they say that that's where the inspiration for New Jack City came from.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Ice-T says it. Ice-T says it, and he's trying to throw it like a New York dude, but how Fee had the Vill lined up, like, it was like gunmen on the roof. You know what I mean? You got kids, you know, like, it's one way in, one way out. You know what I mean? You got everything set up like New Jack City. You got to come, do this, do it. I ain't going to break it down, but you know how it go. They got the blueprint from Oakland, bro. And the first mob in Oakland was the 6ix9ine mob.
Right.
Absolutely.
And isn't there a Seagram song?
The Vill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically what he's talking about.
First one, yeah. We was the niggas out there with them Grand Nationals, man. Salute to Kendrick Lamar, but yeah, we had them GNXs out there. That was our cars. When niggas was in Mustangs and Cougars, we was in GNXs. High performance shit, Vill shit.
You mentioned the Panthers, and one of my favorite songs of yours is "City of Dope."
Thank you.
And in that song, the intro, basically, you said Oakland is the first city in the world to slang crack, and that it was basically introduced to the neighborhood to get rid of the Black Panthers.
The Panthers, absolutely.
Where did you draw that conclusion from?
COINTELPRO. You know that shit. This shit's still going down to this day. But the thing was, you've seen this shit in Snowfall. You've seen this shit in different movies to where the CIA was selling dope to fund the Contras and shit, the war that was going on out there. You know what I mean? The government didn't want to fund that war. So the CIA made their own money. And how they made their own money was putting the dope up in California, mainly in the Bay Area, in LA, you know what I mean? And then running that shit to fund the Contras, right? So that's how that shit happened. But the main reason, another reason was to get rid of the Panthers, the Contras people. You know what I mean? The Panthers is the reason why we got these gun laws out here in LA, because the Panthers showed up 21 gun salute legally. They're like, this too much. You know what I mean?
At the state capitol.
Yeah, so now it's like, we got all these fucking crazy ass gun laws out here to where we can't even have open carry out here because they was afraid of the Black Panther movement. That's power. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, they was trying to get rid of them. You know, they came with the COINTELPRO shit. You know, the Reagan, you know, just say no to drugs and all that whole Nancy Reagan shit, the whole shit. And it was some good and some bad that came out of that, a lot of bad. Well, you know, our leaders was eliminated. Like, they want to eliminate our leaders, bro. The people the Black Panthers was young, bro. Like 18, 19, teenagers, bro. Tupac died at 25. How grown he was at 25 because he was raised as a Panther, bro. Reading the books, getting the knowledge that you need to know about the shit that they trying to cross us up in, bro. So them dudes was way ahead of their time, being teenagers, doing a motherfucking free lunch program and all that shit, bro. So yeah, they was beyond their time and they was afraid. Now, if we get all the black teenagers up under that, that's too much power, bro. We seen Malcolm X when he did this and they saluted and start marching and the police, hey, that's too much power. You know what I mean? So the Black Panthers was same shit, like, you know what I mean? the FOI. You know what I mean? Really putting it down for Oakland though. Because back in the day, bro, like police brutality was going down, but you had real racism going down to where you had the white guys, you know what I mean, like pulling up in trucks and shit, you know, taking black guys, beating them up in the alleyway, breaking their bones, dragging them from trucks and shit, hanging them, all that types of shit. So we had to come together to protect our neighborhoods from them type of people riding through our neighborhood and beating us up and all that other type of shit. So that formed the Black Panthers, you know what I mean? So we needed protection because the police weren't protecting us, my nigga. And that's how it happened back in the day, bro.
Well, it seemed like that plan pretty much worked to eliminate the Panthers because, like, you know, Huey Newton died in the 80s, right?
Absolutely, but they arrested him, you know what I mean? And they just started blitzing us, you know what I mean? Like, even what happened in Chicago, you know what I mean? That's all COINTELPRO shit. They even with Malcolm, it's all, you know what I mean? Like, allegedly, I say allegedly.
I think a lot of this is been proven.
But just for your content, I say allegedly,
okay.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
no, I got you.
Boom, but you know how that shit is, bro. Period. I ain't gotta go deep into the shit. Everybody in the crowd, in the, you know, the history of the Bay universe, go do your research, man. COINTELPRO, you know what I mean? The whole Reagan era, you know, and the Black Panthers. Go look that up.
Make sure you check out the Patreon for this week's bonus content featuring an exclusive cypher with me and Yukmouth going back and forth on some verses. Plus, Yuk premieres his brand new track with Afro Man. You can get that and all the other exclusives on the Patreon. And thank you to all the patrons who've been supporting so far. Make sure you hit the link in the description and sign up. Well, on the way over here, I was listening to another one of your songs, La Cosa Nostra.
Yada.
You said that pretty much your entire family was involved in the game.
Yeah, I come up in the game, my brother. Raised by the game. That's why I rap, you know, my story, you know what I mean, period. You know, I'm from the Vill. My pops was doing this 1-2. My uncles, my cousins, everybody was wiggling. So, yeah, from the cloth when I spit it, you know. Back in the day, they don't do that shit no more, but.
What kind of influence did that have on you? Because also, like, you know, we could talk about the negative side of that shit, which we kind of already touched on a little bit, but also like a big thing in your music is like the imagery of that era, like the Gucci suits, the Filas, the cars, the donkey ropes. Like, it seemed like that time in your life like made a real big impression on you.
It made a real impression on everybody. I don't know how old, I ain't gonna say how old you are, but you probably, yeah, okay, cool. Niggas in their 40s and 50s and 60s, you know, the golden era, man, 80s and the 90s, bro. It gave niggas the game. Like, a lot of niggas is game goofy right now. They get their game from the internet, you know, whatever's viral or whatever. We came from the cloth that gave the game. It's different. So you had legendary kingpins. You had shit that was like, Oakland is the mecca of all this shit, right? Everybody coming to Oakland to ride the Foothill Strip, the MacArthur Strip, E14, you know what I mean? Lake Mare, Festival at the Lake, the whole shit. Oakland is the mecca of the fucking game. Fuck the dope dealing, the game. The Mac was made in Oakland. You know what I mean? In West Oakland, my nigga. At fucking the Paris, Club Paris, right? So at the end of the day, Sweet Jimmy's, right? So
right, that's where they had the Players Ball, right?
Bingo. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, like, it's a lot of game that come from Oakland besides just the Black Panthers and drug dealing and shit. Like, the mecca is from here, bro. The slang words you talk come from here, my nigga. It don't come from New York. It don't come from down south, nigga. We got our own shit. We push our own weight. We do our own 1-2, and we don't give a fuck. As long as we fuck with the people out here that recognize and we cool with this. Period. We don't give a fuck. We rebellious. You know what I mean? We been the motherfucking Raiders. We been the Niners. You know what I mean? We been the motherfuckers that's been rebellious against the game. From the D game to politics to street shit and everything else. So, like, come on, bro. It's deeper than rap, bro. It ain't that's like, hey, man, oh, you was dope dealers and shit. You like to talk about dope dealing. I like to talk about my life. This how I was raised, my nigga. You know what I mean? So if I was an intelligent hoodlum, I'm all in the motherfucking library and shit, which I am. I got books and shit, but that's not me. I could talk about all that shit. I could talk about all the fucking Illuminati, all the conspiracy shit, alien technology and shit, but that's not me, my brother. I'm Yuck from the fucking Vill, my nigga. That's like you getting Scarface talking about bullshit. Scarface is Scarface. We hear face, you want to hear face, right?
Sure, of course.
Okay, so when you hear Yuck, you want to hear Yuck. And my fans say they want to hear Thugged Out, The Albulation, Yukmouth. They don't want, you know what I mean, the balling out Yuck. No, they want the street Yuck. They want the storytelling Yuck. You know what I mean? To make it the soul music that hit a nigga heart, man. Not that microwave shit that's out right now, my nigga, that come and go. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, that's
why 5 on is still popping 30 years later right now, nigga. Soul music.
That's what's dope about, like, you know, I can pull some of the references straight from your songs to ask you about them. Mm-hmm. And another, like, thing that you touched on is, like, your sister was kind of involved with some of the bosses.
My big sister, Sharice, man. Big shout out to Sharice, man. We was with her last night, and in San Jose and shit. All my nieces came out. Ellis gang. But anyway, my sister was a hustler. She put me in the game. My sister was the first motherfucker to give me a gun when I was beefing. 25, pro handle 25, my sister. Gangster bitch. You know what I mean? Real one. Moving work, all the shit. So she had to hook up my Uncle Mike. I just talked to CNH about Uncle Mike. CNH was like, nigga, Uncle Mike was my biggest nigga that was moving all the way. My uncle, he was gay. Uncle Mike gay than a motherfucker. Not frisbee, loose finger, like, nah, prison gay. Like when they go to prison, buff, real street nigga, them niggas. You know what I mean? You wouldn't know he gay. That one. But anyway, moving all the work. Keys, bricks, everything. Wiggling it. My sister fucked with Big Bruce from the 7 Dudes. I told fucking CNH tonight. The only nigga in Oakland they was paying Big Bruce from 72nd to come cook up. He was the only nigga in Oakland that know how to cook up a brick at one time. Like niggas had to bust it down and cook it. No, he bust that bitch at one time and cook it. So East Turf, Seminary, the Vill, fucking Brookfield, Sabrani, they paying this nigga to come spot to spot and cook they bricks up because you could cook it at one time. He did it. So I come from that, nigga, and this nigga's doing this in my sister's apartment where I live at, my nigga. I come from the cloth, super cloth. So when I talk of this real life, it ain't no imaginary shit. I watched a gangster, Al Capone movie or some shit like that. Bro, I'm really from it, my nigga. Really went to jail, really got shot, all the shit, robbed niggas, pistol whip niggas, the whole shit. Got pistol whip, robbed, the same shit. It's karma, it happens. You give out bad energy, it's gonna come back. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say that I did shit and it didn't happen. Nigga, I got a bullet in me still right now from doing this street shit. But it comes with it, bro. But I'm from that, my nigga. I'm not no sucker nigga out here faking it to make it, my nigga. That's why when you say, like, you really feel real, you know what I mean, about that era. No, nigga, that's where I'm from, my nigga. That's what I do.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was getting at.
That's my life, bro. I had to tell my nigga that. He was like, yo, man, you need to make some party songs. Like, bro, I got a blend of shit. I'm not a nigga like the op rap. Talk to the op rappers, my nigga. These niggas got a new enemy every song. They killing a nigga every song. I don't got that, bro. I don't got a new enemy every song, my nigga. I'm cool. I got different songs, you know what I mean? Period. So let me do me, my nigga. I know how to make music, period.
Well, speaking on of the music, like, the interesting thing about Oakland is that at the time all this shit's going on, like, rap music is starting to come out too, in locally, like with Short and them.
Shout out to Short, man. Dangerous Music. TB was in the house tonight, nigga.
And you mentioned
and they all was with me.
And Bruce also put out Pooh Man, right?
Bruce from the 7 Dudes put out Pooh Man. He the first nigga that didn't sign us. He was the first. See, when I was doing all the rappity-dappity cool shit, Bruce said, nigga, you from the Vill. You need to rap about your life. And he threw me and Numb shit out the window. We was called Brothers with Potential in junior high school. This nigga at my sister's apartment, at our apartment, because I lived there, cooking up bricks and shit. You know what I mean? John, nigga, the boys, they in my shit. I say, boom, we got a little fucking tape. Boom, let's play it for Bruce. That nigga put that motherfucking frisbee the tape out. Play, fucking with Dang, fucking with Pool Man from my hood. He from the 9. He said, nigga, this nigga from your hood, you need to rap like, tell your story. What the fuck we was rapping like Big Daddy Kane, like Lyrical Miracle, New York niggas. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like braggadocious rap.
Right.
You know what I mean? That type of shit, like metaphors and shit. He was like, nigga, you got a story, bro. And he woke me up. So, yeah, that's the first one that broke my heart. Nigga, Big Bruce and the 7 Dudes, he played. Fucking with Dang, fucking with my big homie. I grew up with Pooh Man. Pooh Man, my big homie. He knew me since I was a little nigga. You feel me? Real Vill shit. So, yeah, that hurt my soul. So, when you say you want to rap about this, Bruce told me what to rap about. And what they like me rapping about is what the same shit that Bruce told me to rap about. The life. Even if it's 5 on it, that's weed. You know what I mean? Even if it's City of Dope, that's, you know, the city or whatever. Even if it's fucking Menage a Trois. You know what I mean? It's still different levels of the shit. Not rapping about boom. Like, you know what I mean? Lyrical Miracle shit, I'm the tightest rapper. None of that. Your life, my nigga. And everybody living the same shit. Everybody living the same shit, but we got different slang words. Everybody going through the same shit, bro.
So,
right? Soul music. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, he made me focus in on that. So big rest in peace to Big Bruce.
So you and Numskull met in junior high?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. And you were already rapping, or y'all started like rapping together?
No, Num was rapping already. I wasn't a rap nigga. I was a hustler. I put niggas on the hustling, like I said. But Num was a rapper. He had a group called Brothers with Potential, and I was doing the artwork. You know, I'm a cartoonist and shit, so I was doing the artwork. I'm a hustler, fly nigga in the school. And they just want me in the group just doing the artwork. You know, but I was playing around with rap, you know what I mean? So start rapping with them niggas, you know. Back in the day, we just metaphored the fuck out. Like metaphor, like bars. Like we just barring out. Like it wasn't no kingpin drug dealer raps. I'm talking about metaphor, just spinning. Rap battles. Like Num was the ultimate rap battler in Westlake. We was at Westlake Junior High, and this nigga battle rapping, running through niggas. Like Num was the super nigga, boom. And then the other niggas was killing shit. Kevin Choice was in our group, the one that do the pianos
Shout
and shit.
Shout out to Kev Choice.
Kev Choice was in our group too. So we had Kev Choice, Keon, Mo Diggs, me, and Num. You know what I mean? Num name was the skinny one. My name was E-Flow. You know what I mean? But I really wasn't rapping like that. You know what I mean? I was like damn near the last thing on the totem pole. I wasn't really tripping like that. But niggas like how I make money. So how you make money? I said I grind. And he said, I want to grind too. So I brought him to the turf, put him on. So that's when me and Num start really going hardball and start hustling with each other. The other niggas weren't hustling with us. It was mainly me, Num, probably his brother, a couple other niggas, but we was out there getting it. So that's how me and Num came real close, you know what I mean? And then I went to jail, you know, in camp for a year. And I want to shout out my nigga Demo from the Get Low Posse, you know, with JT, the bigger figure in San Quentin and shit. I was locked up with him. And he had a song called Cancer Stick, right? And they was giving this nigga a tour, a juvenile tour. And it reminded me of when Ascari X had Awarded State, because he got signed from Awarded State, and he had juvenile niggas. Everybody was rapping because we thought we was going to be the next Ascari X to get signed from juvenile. So boom. They did, not me. I didn't give a fuck. I was hustling. But when I got in jail with Demo, and I seen him doing tours from camp to camp, from nigga 100, from Broadway to 150th to all the different jails and juvenile halls, singing a song called Cancer Stick. It was a positive song. Cancer Stick about, you know, smoking cigarettes. It's a cancer stick. That put the flame up in me. Like, I'm a write. I know how to rap. And what these niggas is doing, me being at the bottom of the totem pole, I could do what they doing, you know? So I prayed, bro. I prayed like a motherfucker, man. I prayed and told God to give me a way out. Like, I'm tired of selling dope, tired of being in and out of jail and all that shit, like, for real. And he answered my prayers. Like, I'm talking about, like, it's a difference, right? You're a rapper, right? Mm-hmm. You know how to go, right? So it's a vibe, it's an energy. You got a voice in you that's going. You could go right now. Your voice gonna tell you what to do. All you gotta do is say it, right?
Sure.
I never had that until I prayed. That musical voice is like, Never had it until I asked God for it. Once I asked God for it, all I gotta do is write this shit down. And I came up, I'm an artist, so I came up with the Condom Man, drew the Condom Man, and we was the Looney Tunes. I made the Looney Tunes, was a group, and Numb was what the fuck his name was, what the fucking name, Skinny One. I was E-Flow. Fuck that. I'm Yukmouth, you Numskull. We Luniz, we the crazy side of hip hop, crazy gangster side of hip hop. Came with the whole concept, everything, and wrote Ice Cream Man. Got out of jail and gave Numb the concept. You Numb. Boom, I'm Yuck. I had all our songs, rig up, everything written. Period. Let's do it. But shit don't pop off like that. You know what I mean? Like, okay, we got the idea, cool. Numb never wrote no rhymes and shit. We was just hustling, back to hustling. So it was a drought. And this is how we turned a dope deal into a record deal. It was a drought. My sister, you know, hustler herself, hooked us up. We can't buy no work. You know what I mean? It's a drought. She hooked us up with CNH. That's how we meet CNH. You know what I mean? So we over there, me and them pitched in to buy some work in a drought. And we didn't know we was getting hooked up with CNH. It's the first time. I got my own plugs and shit. This is the first time I come across this nigga. I'm like, this baby Jesus, this nigga in Too Short shit. I'm like, bro, you know Too Short? He like, hell yeah, that's my homeboy. I said, nigga, we rap. He said, okay, what's your name? I said, we the Looney Tunes, nigga. Fuck this work, nigga, we rap. Nigga, introduce us to Too Short. We was trying to get introduced to Too Short. He said, let me hear y'all rap. I bust the Ice Cream Man. Right there on the spot. Triple beam, coke on the table, money on the table, at the trap. Ice Cream Man stood up, bitch, don't you hear the music? It went crazy on the nigga. Nigga said, hey man, I don't know about show, but I want you on my record label. I got an artist named Drew Down. We in Dangerous Music tomorrow. Y'all pull up. You know what I mean? So this our interest in the game. Numb still ain't got no rhymes written. So this is when the legendary battle happens with me and Rappin' Ron and fucking what was they called? Bad Influence.
That was your first night in the studio with CNH.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
That's a hell of an introduction.
I got to battle niggas. You know what I mean? I battled Dilly Dog, Eclipse, which is my cousin, rest in peace, Eclipse. I didn't know at the time. So I had to battle and Dilly Dog, Rappin' Ron, and Eclipse. 3 against me. Numb didn't have no raps. Drew already signed. He ain't got a rap. Me. Ted Bohannon, Ali Superside, CNH, fucking P.O., nigga, all the niggas, all the big niggas at Dangerous Music right there doing they want to. And I'm rapping against this nigga Rappin' Ron. Now, Rappin' Ron is a freestyle extraordinaire.
Right.
I'm saying writtens. You know what I mean? Written, but I didn't say Ice Cream Man. Because if I said Ice Cream Man, somebody would have took it. I'm not signed. I got the big dogs right here. I held that. I'm not gonna say that, but I'm saying all the other rhymes and shit. More of the story is Rappin' Ron said some shit like, the whole bet was if Too Short or CNH lose, they gotta buy the whole studio pieces. Mm-hmm. So him being a master freestyle rhymer, he like, yeah, this shit is over. You lost. CNH rolled some reefer. Matter of fact, nigga, you lost. Go get them pieces. And everybody, Because that was the bet about. You know what I mean? You was the first nigga to mention the bet, the whole rhyme, nigga.
Right.
It was over. Nigga, nigga, you got me, nigga. So that was my intro in the game, man. You know, salute to Short. You know, we was all up under the Dangerous Crew umbrella and shit. So that's how we started.
I have a question about your style. Like, you incorporate a lot of like different voices. Kind of have like this Yukmouth voice.
That's why I'm Yuck.
It's like almost like a character. Was that something you like that came with like the Looney Tunes?
Yes. That's why I developed it. That's why I told Numb we the crazy loony side of gangster hip hop. You know what I mean? Like not being so serious. You know what I mean? But still could get some jokes off and shit, you know what I mean? Like roast, you know what I mean? I come from sigging. We like to sig and clown shit, you know what I mean? So throw some sigs up in there with the rhymes, you feel me? And that was it, just having fun though. You know, like Mac Dre, nigga, like throw some dope ass cigs in there and have fun with the shit, like, you know what I mean? So, and then could do some gangster songs too.
Right.
It's about the fucking gumbo.
Right.
All the flavors, not just one main flavor. We just talk all gangster shit. Nah, we got hella shit. Shit about hoes, shit about this, that, and the third. Shit about getting caught up with the police, everything, slipping. Like, you gotta have different shit and have fun with it, though. That's what I want to do with the Luniz. But when Yuck came out, I wanted to separate it. So that's why he got thugged out the Albulation. That's why he got the deep, monstrous voice. Remember, I switched the voice up, and they're like, fuck that voice. So I fans, I take it back to the other voice. But still, you know, they love that one because Thugged Out is my only platinum album as a solo artist. That's platinum. Yeah, platinum boy without no big single. Platinum, double. It went gold, but it's a double. So platinum.
Right. Counts as two and one sales.
500.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
So was Drew Down already working on his album? Because you and them are all over that.
Yeah,
project.
no. He was working on it, and then the whole cold shit is that Drew Down, 90% of his album was done at Dangerous Studios, produced by Ant Banks.
Yep.
So like that was family. Like we all up under like Ted Bohannon, Ali Superside. You know what I mean? Too Clean, Too Short. Like, this is family. We just the young niggas up under the umbrella, man. So, yeah, Drew Down was the first artist fucking with them.
And, and then Ice Cream Man ended up on his album.
Yes, absolutely.
And
you gotta pay your dues. We had to give it up. That was supposed to be for our album, but you pay your dues, boom, that's for Drew album.
Well, it's also like a good introduction.
Yes.
Because y'all are all moving together.
As a team.
And then Drew blew up, Pimp of the Year.
Yes, sir.
And then CNH got a major label deal.
Yes, sir.
So
with Version.
And were you guys under that? You all were under that deal too, right?
Yeah, we went to Version.
Okay.
Drew Down went to Relativity. We went to Version.
So when Drew blew up, like, did you see like, oh shit, like this is about to happen?
That's what made us do 5 on it. Like we needed a remake. Like we gas shit. We just wanted all the hip hop shit and just gas shit, and have fun with it, of course. But him and Ant Banks.
Yeah.
I just mentioned fucking with Dank.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Pooh Man and Ant Banks, like Ant Banks is the ultimate slap god.
Slappers.
Slap god, my nigga, period. They didn't give us no access to Ant Banks. They gave us Tone Capone.
Right.
And Tone Capone is a slap god too. You feel me? We didn't know that. This is our first time, like, you know what I mean? But we had to do something that was big as Pimp of the Year. Like, damn near competing with it. You know what I mean? Like, damn, what we gonna do? We got Ice Cream, man. That can't fuck with Pimp of the Year. Like, far as like, come on, man. Like, we need something like Pimp of the Year, like something big. At the same time, you got Biggie and everybody puffing them, remaking shit. So we like, what can we remake? My sister, again, let's bring her back. My sister always played Why You Treat Me So Bad. That was her favorite song on Club Nouveau. She wasn't playing Rumors, none of that shit. Boop, boop, boop. My Uncle Mike, the drug dealer, boop, boop, boop. They always played it while I was growing up. So I'm like, yo, they never use Why You Treat Me So Bad. Let's go grab the album on the way to the studio. So we grabbed the album on the way to the studio. And man, quit telling this fake ass lie, bro. You said you had some fucking backpack on with the album in your backpack. Like, come on, my nigga. Like, let's not do the dumb shit, bruh. Let's not do the dumb shit and make up fairy tale ass stories, bruh. You didn't have no backpack, nigga. Walking around albums on your back, my nigga. That never happened, bro. Never. Let's be real with the shit, man. CNA said some shit. Oh, well, I know J. King, and since I know J. King, I told them to do the Why You Treat Me So... No, nigga. Let's be real, bro. Get love where it's at. I'm gonna tell you how it happened. Numb came up with the whole concept of I Got 5 on it. He came up with the whole title. I'm gonna give him that. Give him his love, right? he came up, said, hey, let's make a song about niggas going to get the weed, not niggas being high. Everybody like, hey, I'm high. What it takes to get the weed.
That's dope.
Right? So Numb came up with the concept. Let's do a song called I Got 5 on it. And he kicked off with a freestyle. I got 5 on it. I got 5. What you got, nigga? And I said, damn, I think I got $2 in my sock, nigga. And we kept going. That was the reprise 5 on it that you hear when we rapping back and forth going to get a sack. We did that in the trap, beating on our chest. We didn't even have no beat. We wrote the whole song beating on tables and shit in the trap and beating, just going off each other, freestyling. So then CNH hooked us up in the studio. He don't know we got a song called 5 on it. He just taking us to the studio to fuck with Tone. We like, okay, we want to go grab this album on the way to Tone because we want to redo this. Get to the studio, give it to Tone. It wasn't, Tone didn't have the beat playing in there and we chose it. No, nigga, do this, Tone. And Tone did it better than the original song.
Was Tone Capone the one that brought Mike Marshall to do
yes,
the hook?
and I made the hook. I wrote the hook and I said the hook. So it was me chanting the hook. We think we got it. You know, me chanting the hook, it's live. Boom, dip. 2 days later, Tone, come back. We come back, he got Mike Marshall singing my words, but he's singing, not chanting, singing. I got 5. And they do the intro, creep on in on. Like, I ain't write that.
Right.
That's him swagging out. You feel me? So Tone Capone have a relationship with Mike Marshall, brought him in like, bruh, do this.
Yeah, they're both from,
and him being part of Timex Social Club.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Club Nouveau is like a spinoff of
Timex
Social.
Yeah, he wasn't in Club Nouveau, but he was in Timex.
Right.
So for him to be on that, it's legendary, bro. All the motherfucking, everything lined up, bro. Period. Yeah. Everything lined up. But it was a collaboration with all of us. Nobody could take the credit and say, I did this. Like, Numb had the idea. I had the idea for the album. I had the hook. Tone had the idea to bring Mike Marshall. Like, it was a collaboration. CNH got the sample cleared because he fucked with J. King. So it was a collaboration between everybody, bro.
CNH also said it was his idea to do the remix.
Nah, that was KML, Alex Mejia.
Oh, really?
Shout out to Alex Mejia. He brought that together, man.
Okay, so that song was like an instant hit as soon as y'all dropped it, pretty much, right?
Oh, absolutely. The remix is the one that went triple platinum.
Right.
Yeah, off the rip.
Damn, so that was, say his name one more time.
Alex Mejia. He was the program director for KML.
He was like, you should just get PD. All the Bay Area All-Stars on it.
He was a PD for KML, and we didn't have relationships with Spice One or fucking, who else we got on there? 40. We didn't have relationships with them. We had a relationship with Richie Rich and Digital Underground. That's the only two, and Drew Down. So 40, Spice One, and you know what I mean? And just to get it on the radio, it was Alex Mejia. Like he made that motherfucker play so much in the Bay that they start playing it in LA on Power in LA because everything is up under Power. You feel me? So it was an Alex Mejia quarterback, straight up.
Well, another, I will get back to I Got 5 on it because that's some legendary shit, but another song on Operation Stackola that I think it was the second single or the B-side was Player Hater, produced by E.A.
Shout out
Ski.
E.A. Ski, boy.
Great song. But it's also kind of infamous because you took a shot at Too Short on there.
Not me.
It was Numskull that said
yeah.
Okay.
Don't say me, nigga.
Okay.
Switch the language up. Show my nigga.
Numskull took a shot at Too Short, said that's why the town got rid of Short. Why did that happen on that song?
Shit. At the end of the day, man, I told CNH and Ted this shit tonight. I'm glad you said it. CNH was the first nigga that put us on, bro. Like, it wouldn't be no Luniz, no Yukmouth, no none of that shit if it wasn't for CNH, C-No Records putting the bread up for us and Drew Down to even get out there and work our wiggle. CNH come from up under fucking Too Short and Ted Bohannon camp. So all them connections and shit for Drew Down to get Ant Banks beats and record in Dangerous Studios in the West Oakland, that's all from CNH, period. So he can't rap. You heard about the rumors. Like, niggas was going through beef in the streets to where CNH and them was funking in the streets. You heard about it, Summer Jam shit, you know, all that type of shit. So he can't rap. So we're like, fuck it, we the voice. You know, Drew down and say nothing, we said something. So we just holding down our executive producer, my nigga. Like, we don't appreciate niggas. Whatever y'all got going on, y'all older than us. You know what I mean? That's between y'all, but still, we don't appreciate it because it got our name attached to it. Summer Jam, that's the Luniz Summer Jam where that shit happened. You know what I mean? We still attached to it. You know what I mean? But salute to Short and them. You know, I got family over there, you know, that fuck with Short. So we were spared because of me and my family. The Luniz was spared. Other than that, we would have been right in the melee with that shit. You know what I mean? But I got family over there working with Short, loved ones and shit. So we good money.
And then on the next album, y'all made Funkin' Over Nothin.
Yep.
I forgot to ask Short about this because on that song, he kind of like addresses CNH a little bit.
Absolutely. And I addressed the CNH too. Like, I was kind of mad at the situation and shit. You know what I mean? Like, but you could tell a nigga when he wrong. You know what I mean? You could tell a nigga when he wrong. And see, I ain't gonna go into too much detail, but I say this. The split up had a lot to do, or a little bit to do, with CNH. You know what I mean? Far as the Dangerous Music split up. You know, so he gotta take responsibility for that. And that's the shit I was talking about. Like, bro, it's the ultimate team. Short putting niggas on, bro. Ted put niggas on, bro. And y'all got a whole fucking team. Yeah, so whatever that was, you know, it broke the team up. You know, so that was my disagreement with it.
But then later on Fuck Friends, you took shots at Short again.
Yeah, because Short and Scarface made songs about me. You know what I mean? And they did some shit called I ain't gonna say the song, but they teamed up on me, and they went bad on me, bro. So I'm just defensive. You know what I mean? I thought it was cool, but it wasn't. Like, I guess Scarface was feeling some type of way because he left rap a lot, and Short wanted to tell the story of the Rapparon story. So he told the Rapparon battle rap, and he said I'm mad at him because of that. I don't give a fuck. Ron was my nigga. Ron went to Westlake with us, with me and Numb. And Numb was rapping circles around this nigga. Ron wasn't that nigga. So I underestimated Ron, and Ron underestimated me because I was the wackest nigga around the crew at that time. So we both underestimated each other. And we both got in front of each other, was the best rappers in the fucking building, period. So I love Ron. I ain't got no problem with that, nigga. I grew up with this nigga. Nigga, Eclipse, Cider, we all, you know what I mean? Bad Influence, everybody came up together. 3 Times Crazy, we all in the same camp. Fuck with each other, my nigga. Luniz, we all fuck with each other. Casamine, we all, nigga, I knew Adrian Man was a fucking, Adrian Man was doing gospel music when I met him. Living on 73rd, nigga. When I was in camp, coming on my weekends in camp, nigga, I met his cousin. They making beats and shit at his house, at his grandma's house and shit. He doing gospel music. You know what I mean? But I know Bart. We over there on 9-0, over there, you know what I mean? Fucking with it on Cherry Street. You know what I mean? Rocking, you know what I mean? Delinquents and shit, you know what I mean? Gassing out, Dank or Die. You know what I mean? I know Bart from that. I know Adrian from that. You know what I mean? So I seen the beginning of shit, you know what I mean? Period. And then elaborated. We all came together. The hieroglyphics, nigga. A+ was my roommate doing all this shit. We living off motherfucking Grand Ave. Not Grand Ave, but Park Avenue.
Okay.
We got an apartment together, my nigga. Wow, 5 owners coming out. Nigga, Hyro is my family, my nigga. So I fuck with everybody, bro. It ain't no, yeah.
So that's why you put that on Fuck Friends, because it was like, oh, I thought we were friends, and then you diss me.
Friends, my nigga. Period. And then I love Short. He put us all on, my nigga. So it's just, you know, just respond. And I ain't got no beef with that nigga.
Well, yeah, y'all are cool now.
Yeah, hella cool, yeah. Bro. But that was just a response.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
What I mean, that wasn't like if I jumped out the window and did that. Nah.
Another verse on that song takes shots at Master P. And,
shout out to P. We good.
Okay, but y'all had issues over him also having a song called Ice Cream Man.
Absolutely.
And using some of the same imagery in his video that was in y'all video first.
Absolutely.
Did you, at the time, you felt like he was biting off y'all?
Duh. The fuck you talking? Duh. Nigga, the whole town, the whole bay, nigga, everybody.
I just tried to put that as politely as I could.
You know nigga was biting, nigga. This nigga was biting the sauce, man. Period, man. Instead of the ice cream truck on triple gold days, he did a Lexus on triple gold days. He had the same white ice cream, man. I wish CNH was here. CNH could come talking shit. I ain't gonna say that. But CNA's gonna talking shit and fuck with it. But
no,
anyway,
he did on this podcast. He talked about it.
CNH came up with that whole concept. CNH is a real car collector nigga. Like he was winning like trophies with all his cars. He had Typhoons and shit, Mustangs, Cougars. I'm talking about candy painted, different candy drop tops, hella shit. He winning trophies. So he had the car hookup. So he said, fuck that. We doing an ice cream truck on triple gold days. And he sent it to where he be getting his cars fixed up, and they put the fucking ice cream truck on triple gold, coke white, brand new, never been drove, and put that bitch on triple gold Danes and Vogues, and we rode that bitch through the town and did the ice cream man. We did it in the Vill, we did it downtown Oakland, we did it in the 50s in Drew Down hood. My hood, downtown Oakland, we did that shit for numb shit. At the Hill Castle where we used to hustle at. But CNH had the idea. And then Master P took it. Years later, you feel me, when the shit, like when 5 on it come out. Now, our problem is you don't know. Like, this is when we barely, our face is not even known, nigga, barely. Like, we got shit on the jukebox or something. But our face ain't known like that. We ain't famous facial-wise, but the song is famous as far as 5 on it. This nigga let the ice cream man that we put out in 93 die down, boom, remix it in 96. 3 years later, do the same shit but upgrade it, and he made a better song, I ain't gonna lie. He made it for the club, for the radio. It's the ice cream man. We didn't do that. Like, he made it better. I salute to him, but he still bit us. And that shit was forbidden back in the day. You can't bite a nigga. You can't rap like a nigga. All that shit they doing right now, they rapping like each other, doing the same. That shit was forbidden in the 90s and the 80s, bro. You couldn't fuck with that. You couldn't sound like nobody. Your beat couldn't sound like that. Oh, you sound like that. You couldn't take an album cover like the Wu-Tang was mad at Biggie for the baby shit. Oh, he biting Nas. Mm-hmm. This is New York niggas talking about Biggie. That shit was, no, you couldn't bite. That was whack. So we had to, just on biting shit, we had to stand on business. Think you bit our shit, that shit whack. That shit ain't accepted back then. Nowadays it is.
So, but at some point y'all talked it out? You talked about it?
Absolutely, man. And this is the craziest situation ever, man. Salute to my nigga T.Y., man. My LA nigga, man. He lined this shit up without me knowing. Let's say I got a beef with somebody, right? And Dre, you like, yeah, come over here, do an interview. And then that's your homeboy, and the nigga just come through the door right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's how it happened on me. I'm at my nigga studio, like, pull up, my niggas. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's talk some business and shit. I pull up, talking business and shit. This nigga just walk through the door. Tall than a motherfucker. I'm playing pool. I grab up on the pool stick. Like, I'm from the Vill, man. I'm going up beside this nigga head. This nigga tall as this motherfucking wall you got. He's 6 foot something. Tall as shit. Wow. Walk through him. Nigga. All was missing was tumbleweeds and shit going down the street. I felt like it was real, like take 10 paces and draw. He said, nigga, slow down, bro. We cool, bro. Let me talk to you. And he said, y'all got a misunderstanding, bro. He said, y'all made the new dope boy. The new name for the dope boy was the ice cream man. Y'all stapled that in the Bay Area. We just took what y'all said that made the stamp of the new dope, the new slang word for the dope boy. We took that and we made a song. But it's saluting y'all. Y'all took it like we biting. If this a new, like say for instance, a fucking Foxy Brown made nah.
Right.
You think Foxy Brown beefing with me because I made nah? I just bigged her shit up. It's a salute to hip hop. I never took it like that. Because once you make it and throw it out there, it's theirs. It's like the slang words we say in the Bay right now. We be mad because everybody say, I stand on business. You don't know it come from here. When I said rise and grind, you got bitches like Kim Kardashian saying rise and grind. Bitch, you ain't never rise and grind. Like how we grind, but everybody talk about the grind, like Hollywood shit is the grind now. So our cool ass slang words that we say is now for everybody. You know what I mean? And that's basically what he was saying. And you know what I mean? He made me feel stupid. Like, you're right. You're absolutely right. So boom, we shake hands, dapped it up, and we good money, man.
That's dope. I never heard that story. Real quick side note, speaking of slang, are you the inventor of Yada Da Mean?
No.
Okay.
Hell no.
Where did that come from?
Keek.
Keek.
That's Sneak.
That's
Sneak. That's Sneak Assidle, man. Sneak come with all the words, man. They don't give out nigga his credit, man. Keek came with all that slang shit. 3 times crazy and Keek, my nigga. I got from the Sneak, nigga. Yada.
Okay. I had to clear that up. Shout out to Keek. Shout out to Keek.
Man. Come on. Sick of love. You feel me?
After 5 on It came out, y'all went on tour with Bad Boy. What was that like, being on tour with Biggie? Popping, huh?
Popping. Big, my nigga, C's, my nigga, the whole Junior Mafia, Lil Kim, everybody. I was a weed man on tour. I was hustling, man. I was out there wiggling.
Did that come together? There's that footage of you and Rhyme and Reason.
Yeah.
With Puffy at Jack the Rapper.
Nah, that was just that was before the tour.
That was before. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is that kind of like how that started to come together? That relationship?
Well, definitely at fucking, we was at not Jack the Rapper, but yeah, Jack the Rapper in New Orleans. You know what I mean? That's when you had Biggie and Craig Mack coming out at the same time. So they had the Big Mac. That was a promotion and shit. So Puff was out there. This is when Death Row was going through it with Luke Skywalker and them.
Okay.
So they had a big squabble out there and shit. So it was a lot of shit going down. But more of the story, Puff and them love 5 on It, the song. That's why he redid it with R. Kelly and shit. Free Kells, nigga. I don't care what y'all say. But anyway, Peter Kelski. But anyway, he loved the song. It was a choice between Mac 10 and us to go on tour. And Puff and Big like 5 on It more than, you know, Mac 10 shit for life. So they chose us to go on tour with them. We fresh off the block. You know what I mean? Like, you get your advance and you spend your advance. You know what I mean? I ain't got to go back to the block and hustle. We on tour, nigga. I'm selling ounces for $1,000. I'm thinking I'm winning, nigga. I'm buying ounces for $300, nigga. Selling for $1,000. Wow. So that's how I became cool with Biggie, C's, and everybody. Mary J. Blige, nigga. What's Biggie wife's name? Faith. Selling weed to Faith, everybody. You know what I mean? Period. Naughty by Nature, the whole shit. So that's how I made my relationships with them and shit. Hella cool with them and shit. But we got kicked off tour. You know what I mean? The whole shit was right. We opening acts, right? You got fucking Adina Howard. You got fucking Misty. What's her name? Timberland and Misty, right? What's her name?
Yeah, Missy.
Missy and Timberland, right? When they was coming up, they was up under fucking Jodeci. Mr. Dalvin, that was his group and shit, you know what I mean? So they was coming out in like Terminator shit, like Matrix shit, all leather shit and shit, doing they little shit at the beginning or whatever before they became what they was. So you got them niggas going first, and then us, and then Adina Howard. So Puff and them come out popping bottles and shit. Man, they popping piles of motherfucking Dom Perignon and shit. They partying and shit, like they switching outfits and shit. So we coming out early. Okay, we should bring some bottles. Hey, party. Our shit spill on the ground just like it spilled on this motherfucker, right? Spill. Adina Howard next. They got dancers. Slip, boom. Slip, boom. Slip. All the dancers busting they shit.
Damn.
They like the Luniz. You can't drink on stage, my nigga. We damn near had the dancers break their motherfucking neck because you niggas got hella wet shit on the stage when Adina Howard and them come up. No lick on the stage. They told us, right? So we in there AZ. Somebody didn't get the memo. Some nigga walk on stage with a Hennessy bottle in our crew. I ain't gonna say the name. Somebody in our crew walked up that just, was out there. He didn't know to play. He wasn't on us on the whole tour, so he don't know to play. Walked up with that Hennessy bottle, and we woke up in the morning. The whole tour was gone.
Damn.
We woke up to the motherfucking tour bus unpacking our shit, taking the shit out the tour bus. Like, what's going on? They're like, yeah, they left y'all, man. Tour over, man. And we're like, bro, you got to take us back to Cali. We tell the tour bus thing, like, hell no. I'm going home. Y'all got to fly back. So we got to make flights, and we got all this luggage. She's like, man, listen, man, it was a headache, bro. But they kicked us off tour, like, straight off the rip because we kept bringing liquor on stage and shit. Yeah, man.
Damn, they were running a tight program back then.
Yeah, but if a motherfucker gonna break their neck, that's a liability, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
Suing a motherfucker, you know?
Well, this is before, like, shit went bad between, like, Bad Boy and Death Row.
Mm-hmm.
But you also knew Tupac from his time in Oakland.
Nah.
No.
I met Tupac after he got out of jail.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know. That was Richie Rich. That was my cousin, the Gov, and Richie Rich, you know what I mean? Gov and my cousin, that was Gov and them. That was fucking with Pac on seminary and shit, and he just really giving them the game about Oakland. Besides Digital Underground giving them the game also. But the game came from him fucking with Gov and them.
Did y'all have plans to do any music?
Absolutely. We were supposed to be on what's the shit called?
One Nation?
One Nation. Numb did a song on One Nation and Drew Down.
Yeah, for real?
I was locked up, so yeah.
You caught a case at that time?
Caught cases. Multiples, man. Dumb shit. DUIs and shit. Driving no license. You know, nigga in a luxury car, no license. Yeah, that type of shit.
Well, I feel like I seen like this notebook that he had talking about One Nation, and he like had a list of everybody he wanted to fuck with, and the Luniz was in there, and like Outkast was in there, and
he was fucking with down south and the West Coast heavy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? and Boot Camp Click.
And New York.
Yeah.
Definitely. So yeah, he had everybody involved, man. He had motherfucking Greg Nice, Nice and Smooth and shit, Bootleg, Boot Camp Click, fucking Eric B was fucking executive at Death Row East.
Right.
Yeah, so he was reeling in all the East Coast niggas, you know what I mean, fucking with it. And then niggas don't know that him and Big had a conversation where they was gonna squash it and do some shit. So like, yeah, it was about to get crazy, man. Period.
Damn. So they were about to squash it like right before they died.
Pac died not because of Biggie. And Biggie died not because of Pac. Right? So, like, come on, let's they was about to bring it together.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, on the next album that y'all did, Lunatic Music, that wasn't with CNH, or was it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Okay. He when he came on the podcast, he said that you and Numb were kind of already like not really getting along around that time.
No, we were. But at the end of the day, like, that's when we start having our own little crews. Like, we was our own crew. And then that's when the crews start separating. That's when he made Hitters on the Payroll. That's when I made the regime.
Okay.
It split. You know, and that's what happened. But that's how I got my solo deal. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really at the studio grinding. Jay Prince, like, at the end of the day, Tone Capone was working, and Mike Dean was working on Lunatic Music at the same time they working on Scarface Untouchable album. So we in Enterprise Studio, this like, boom, this door, and like we in, you know, right here in the fucking Empire Studio, door to door, you feel me? So when they mixing and mastering Scarface shit, they'll come in the Looney's room and listen to our shit. When they come in the Looney's room, Jay Prince and everybody, Mike Dean, Tone Capone, it's just me. Wiggling, just leaving this verse. Hooks, everything done, leave his verse. Jay Prince come another time. Me again. Hook verse, leave his shit. I'm putting it together. He seen me putting the whole shit together. He said, nigga, you need your own deal. He said, I heard you smoke a lot. You need to be at rap a lot. Now, what the fuck am I supposed to say? Dre, you get it, like, you got a team, whatever your rap group is called. The dude, the executive on your label, don't offer you solo deals like the Wu-Tang did. The Wu-Tang was a group, and they also was able to do solo deals and really, you know, expand the brand. Our executive wasn't thinking like that. So one executive was like, hey, fuck it, let's give him a solo deal. What you want me to do when I'm seeing Wu-Tang and Ghostface and Raekwon and fucking Method Man and and Old Dirty Bastard, they come together as a group, but they all got solo deals. What I'm supposed to do? I'm like, Wu-Tang could do it, I could do it, right? So that's how I got my deal, you know, from Numb not even being at the studio half the time. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So y'all were kind of just doing your own thing, starting.
Yeah, niggas party like a rock star. Niggas got hella money. Niggas partying and shit. We partying in the studio and shit. But I knew it was like work. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm not going to the club to party. If you want to bring some bitches, come to the studio. But we got to work. And that was my whole shit. You know, his way was just going to party. You know.
Do you like that second Luniz album?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I just think we didn't have a 5 on it.
There was no standout.
Yeah, it wasn't no standout. Yeah.
Okay, so then now you're on Rap A Lot with a solo deal.
Yes.
With J Prince. This is also, they had Scarface. The Ghetto Boys were still
Ghetto Boys records. There, Ghetto Boys there, Do or Die there, Tila there, everybody there, Big Mike there, everybody there, my nigga.
Devin the Dude
there, everybody there, the whole mob, my nigga.
And what was the first project that you did on
Thugged Out The Albulation.
The Albulation.
And let me tell you this. My first album, I didn't want to do a double album, my nigga. I didn't like everybody like, oh, he trying to be like Tupac and do it. No, nigga. CNH had us running around for 2 years. See, you know this is true, nigga. I gotta tell my story since you tried this. I love this nigga though. CNH, my nigga, I love you. But anyway, he had us waiting around for 2 fucking years to sign off on the Rap A Lot deal. They paid the nigga $200,000, wow. But you wait for 2 years for you to sign off, my nigga. You getting 200 bands, nigga. Sign off, get your bands. Why are you mad? Took 2 years, but he did the 2-year shit thinking they would drop me. But that 2-year shit, we recording, we running it up. So that's why it became a double album, because 2 years of fucking recording. You feel me? And we put all that shit out. Yeah, that's how it was a double album. They get waiting on CNH
man,
to clear the shit.
That fucking album is hard, bro.
Yeah, and shit.
That shit is raw.
Yeah.
The shit you were talking about earlier, like, you know, coming from the streets and like, I don't know if people know now, like today, to the extent of how like much that shit was going off in the streets at the time. Like, that was a music, like if you were like in the vicinity of a dope track, you would hear that album back then. I'm just keeping it a buck, bro. Like, I've heard that shit come out of multiple cars and hood boom boxes and the Muni bus and all types of shit when that album Albulation came out, bro.
You had to be out here. What high school you went to?
I went to Lincoln for a year and a half.
Where's Lincoln at?
In the Avenues.
Where?
It's the Lakeview School, but it's in the Avenues in the Sunset District here in the city.
Okay, out here.
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. My promo run, I ran through Tech, tour bus, Rap A Lot tour bus, hitting the hoods, nigga. T.Y. Uzis, all that shit with the tour bus, Rasputins. You know what I mean? Before it was called Paris. You know what I mean? Going through that motherfucker, the tour bus, doing the shows, fucking with it, tap it in, handing out t-shirts, handing out albums, nigga, CDs, everything. Really putting the press on Oakland. You know what I mean? Seriously. With the Rap A Lot shit with everybody face on the tour bus. Did I come and dismount the Rap A Lot tour bus in Oakland? Period. You know, showing that, nigga, like, we tapped in with the South, my nigga, like, this legendary shit, bro. That's why I ran this Rap A Lot chain with motherfucking pride. This is like being on motherfucking Death Row or fucking Cash Money or some shit like that. One of the big black labels, Rockefeller. You know what I mean? J Prince. Besides Luke Skywalker, it was who put the South on as far as this rap shit. Period. Went against all the laws. Had to take all the shit on their shoulder to make it cool for everybody else to have their lane right now, man. So for me to be able to be on Rap A Lot, and the Rap A Lot fuck with my hood, the Vill, Seagram and shit.
Right.
Come on, man. Like me, come on, bro.
Well, you were also
legendary.
You were pushing the regime thing too.
Whole lot of mob shit. Let's go.
And that
Talk
was
shit.
that was, y'all were deep.
We
still are.
We still
Excuse
deep.
Me, still deep.
Yeah, we still deep. Free Drew down, nigga. We still deep.
So yeah, like some of the people in the regime drew down, of course, but then wasn't Messy Marv also in the regime at one point?
He was you know what I mean? He's affiliate.
Okay.
He's an affiliate.
Tech Nine?
Tech Nine Regime.
Okay.
Yeah, Regime Mob.
Okay.
Al Pacino, you know what I mean? The Mob, you feel me? Drew Down, you know what I mean? Lee Majors. Hold on. Shit, we had Monster Ganja. We had the Realest. We had Pop LQ. Shit. So many niggas, bro. The Regime was mafia'd out, bro, and we was like the West Coast Wu-Tang, bro, because we was like East Coast. Oh, rest in peace to goddamn Govmatic, man. Rest in peace to Govmatic from New Jersey, man. We had Diesel Don Govmatic out there in New Jersey. I fuck with Redman and them. Ohio, Al Pacino, you know what I mean? Young Bossy, you know what I mean? Freeze, nigga, you know what I mean? The niggas that put that motherfucking flag out there in Ohio for you Bay niggas to come out there and fuck with it, nigga. That was me and my niggas, you feel me? For burning all them niggas, Filthy, all them niggas, Jay Stalin coming to Ohio, that's the Mob, nigga. We still rocking. Shout out to Al Pacino, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we still popping, my nigga. We still rocking.
Where'd you get the name from?
Oh, man, I made it up off the rip. Well, it's government change. It's like a new regime, the new regime, you know what I mean? It's like government change and the government takeover. So we taking shit over, man. So, you know, salute to Pac. I started the regime because of Tupac and the Outlaws. Period.
Oh, okay.
That's a knockoff, man. I couldn't be in the Outlaw, so I made my own Outlaws.
Okay, that's dope.
The regime, nigga. Yada. Salute to Pac.
Then did you do the United Ghettos of America also? Was that also on Rap A Lot?
Yes.
Okay, so that's more of like that was an album or a compilation?
Compilation.
Okay.
Compilation / DVD. Well, it was a soundtrack.
The DVD too.
Soundtrack with the DVD. You know, and that's what put the game on. And niggas don't want to give me my love, man. But if he was alive, he would give me my love, man. The whole video game, you know, shooting that shit came from me, my nigga. You know what I mean? United Ghettos kicked that shit off. Dre owned it. Everybody owned it. We filming. They seeing me with the cameras. We Hawaii, everything. We chop it up. I presented to Dre. He said, "That's how you do it, Cuddy? I got you." And he did motherfucking Trill TV. But we supposed to pass the game. We supposed to pass it. We ain't supposed to hold it up. I told the nigga, along with showing him the footage of it. Not only to show you the movie, this how you do it, nigga. That's how I do it, my nigga. Like, you gotta ask niggas how many niggas I helped out, bro. And they don't want to give me my love, my nigga. But Dre, if he was alive, he'd tell you I helped him out a lot. And he helped me a lot, too. He helped me a lot, too. But they get mad when I say that I helped him out.
Well, yeah, that
They get mad. They think like, oh, he didn't need Yukmouth.
No.
All right, when did he start? When did he get fresh? When did he start wearing Gucci, Versace? I mean, Gucci, Burberry, all that shit. When did he do it?
Right.
When he started hanging around me, right? When he get the Range Rover? Yuck was the nigga with the Range Rovers, bro. I've been in Rangers since the motherfucking Albulation. I mean, since Lunatic Music. So who he get the Range Rovers from? Let's stop playing with the game, my nigga. They don't want to give me my game. They don't want to give it to me, my nigga. I called him. I named him Denzel Washington on United Ghettos Volume 1. What he named his next album after that? Denzel Washington. They don't want to give me my love, but it's cool, nigga. I'm gonna take my love, nigga, and I'm Yukmouth, nigga. No matter what no sucker say, or nobody, whoever try to take me out the game and try to remix the game and say, hey, I did this. You niggas wasn't even around Dre, nigga. Half these niggas with these stories wasn't even around, nigga. And if I put you niggas on blast, that's why they don't want me to have interviews with niggas like you.
we can get to it, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna put nobody on blast, but
no, we don't gotta do that.
I was there.
Well, I was gonna say,
I was there, and they wasn't, nigga. And they don't want to mention that, nigga. They want to hide me around. Don't. They do DVDs and documentaries of Mac Dre. They don't put me nowhere, cause they wasn't fucking there. But they the voice for Mac Dre.
Well, that DVD, the United Ghettos DVD, has like that famous.
Kilo will tell you who was there.
It has that speech that Dre was giving about like the rap game and all that, and that's like you holding the camera yourself.
A lot of niggas wasn't there, nigga. BA was there, 3 Times Crazy was there, Hustler was there, Jacker was there, nigga Ryder was there. J Diggs was locked up. You didn't see him in United Ghettos Volume 1.
When
you didn't see Mr. Fab in United Ghettos Volume 1. What was?
Nah, I got you.
Niggas was locked up. That's Bob. But a lot of niggas just came around. Like, come on, bro.
When did you first meet Mac Dre?
Mac Dre sent out for me. Mac Dre called me out for Boss Tycoon for a feature. So he flew me out, picked me up from the Sacramento airport in the Range Rover and took me to the studio. We did this shit with what's my nigga name? Not Coolio. Psycho. We was in Psycho studio, fizzing like a motherfucker.
That was your first time meeting him?
Yes. No, I met him before in the mall.
Okay.
But he called me out. I met him in the mall when he got out.
Okay.
Yeah, I met him in one of the malls, like
Sacramento or something?
No, not Sacramento. I think it was one of these malls though. I met him in a mall.
Okay.
Just walking through the mall and shit, and we chopped it up and shit. Got our numbers and shit, and that's when he flew me out and got me on Boss Tycoon. So he sent the olive branch. You know what I mean?
I feel like nowadays if I go out and they play a Mac Dre song, they only play "Feeling Myself."
Absolutely.
Or maybe they'll play "Thizzle Dance."
Okay.
But like Boss Tycoon is like one of them ones.
Yeah, but whatever you just said, man, Saweetie and everybody remixing Boss Tycoon. I don't know what you talking about. Where you woke up at?
Hey man, I'm just telling you what I hear, bro. I'm not advocating for. Hold on,
hold
on. I'm here.
Who's the remix?
Hold on, brother. Hold on. Let's get this straight,
remix?
bro. You're on this platform to get your props, bro. You ain't gotta. You know what I'm saying? You're getting the props, bro.
Oh no. No disrespect. My bad. Let me. Yo, crowd. This ain't no issue, man. I'm just saying.
No, I'm criticizing that.
Who they remixed the most?
That was a critique. That wasn't a diss.
Who they redo the most?
I'm saying that some of these DJs need to go a little deeper and play some of these
redo the
other
most
cuts. You know,
I done seen hella Boss Tycoon remixes, and them ones you talking about, they the ones. They gonna play them. But the remixes, the young ones, they remixing Boss Tycoon, my brother. Shout out to Saweetie.
No, that's dope.
We want that publishing too, baby. Da-da-da.
Yeah, that is a fucking banger.
No, bro, I'm just playing with you, bro.
Well, you also did the intro on that album too.
Yeah, man. But man, come on, man. Salute to Mac Dre, man. Like, fuck all the bullshit I'm talking, man. Dre was the motherfucking Prince of the Bay, the Michael Jackson of the Bay, the swag, magnificent, the one that really put the motherfucking unity together, my nigga. Like, everybody unified. Sacramento, Vallejo, Oakland, Frisco, like even Stockton, Modesto, like everybody unified. Fucking Seattle, Portland, fucking KC. We all unified, bro. He brought that shit together, man. And like, I love the Bay, and I'm from this motherfucker, but it ain't been no unity like that since my man died. The one that held the torch was the Jacker.
Right.
And when Jacker died, that shit just fizzled out, and everybody just doing their own shit. I'm used to the Bay, everybody being unified, like everybody not, you know what I mean? Even if you got your own record labels, your own crews and shit, we still moving together, fucking with each other, on songs with each other, doing shows with each other, videos, the whole shit, just repping this shit. You know what I mean? Now it's all clicked out. This click, that click, this nigga, that nigga. It's like, it's not the same. So I miss Mac Dre because of the unity and how real he kept this shit, man. Like, we could all make money in this shit, bro. Like, bro, whatever you do, it's not gonna stop what I'm doing. And that's what Mac Dre was a nigga. He like, I like the Mild Figures for what they do. I like the Luniz for what they do. I like these niggas, I'm gonna bring them all together. Let's work. He didn't feel threatened. None of that shit. Oh, you could be lyrical, miracle, none of that shit. I'm a Dre, I'm a rap. He didn't try to rap like, no, he still stayed in his pocket, but I want y'all for y'all talents. I want to unify everybody with their talents, and let's mob, let's get this shit. No matter how you rap, no matter where you came from, man. And that's where it was. I wanted to go back to that, man. No disrespect, man. But niggas, man, like, that's why the Bay keep getting robbed. That's why niggas come here and take our shit like they pirates and shit, because we ain't unified, bro. We stand on business, nigga, and unify ourselves. They know it come from here. You feel me? Niggas from everywhere else getting credit for the shit that we made. The shit that we made cool. Everybody living off the shit but us, because we separated. I love Dre for keeping us unified, nigga. For real, though.
You were in Kansas City when he died? You were on that
Yeah,
show?
I was there. But I wasn't there the day he died. I left 2 days before.
What was the energy like in Kansas City?
I mean, at that time,
I heard the shows got kind of fucked up.
Yeah, the show was kind of fucked up, bro. I guess they booked it on the same day. Some big shit was going down. Like, I guess I don't know, it was a summer jam or something. They had the big niggas. Our shit was empty as a motherfucker, man. No, it was 0.99 people there. They got to pay us a lot of money and shit. So it was ugly, you know what I mean? And we get back to the room, and the dude don't got our back in, and he talking about, hey, let me bend the block, and you know what I mean? I'll stay here a little longer. I'm like, hell no. Send my shit Western Union, man. I'm gone. And they had some more plays for Dre. Like, Dre had made some different plays at some shows and verses and shit, so he stayed. But we all left. It was, nigga, me, Mac Mall, nigga, the Mob Figures, like, nigga, everybody. Keek the Sneak. We all was there. Nigga, fucking Nucci, everybody was there. Everybody left. Like, the energy was bad. Like, my nigga, like, you know what I mean? If you got to bend the block to get a nigga money, man, just, you know, no, I ain't going to wait at the hotel all day and night. No, we gone. But he had other plays with Dre.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, he did a show like Halloween night, the night he died.
He had 2 shows that night.
Mm-hmm.
So he did one, then went to the other one, and then dipped. So he had a lot of plays out there, verses and shit. We just dipped. You know what I mean? It was just bad energy for the first person that brought us out there.
Right.
I don't know about whatever else happened, but the first shit was just like, shaky, baby. We got the fuck up out of there.
Well, like you said, after Dre died, like, it definitely, like, shook up the whole Bay Area movement. And then pretty much the next thing to come out of the next big thing out of the Bay was like the Hyphy era.
Absolutely.
What was your take on that? Because you weren't really.
I'm not a Hyphy nigga. Yeah, I'm not a Hyphy nigga, but nigga, Keek.
You kind of are. You kind of are Hyphy in like the original sense of the word, but not the like the style of it.
If you came to the last 2 shows, you'll see I'm Hyphy, but that's not my music. I'm more thugged out. You know what I mean? But yeah, the Bay is Hyphy, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, we have fun. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm part of that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Period. I'm part of Oakland. Oakland is Hyphy. Like, fuck the Bay. Oakland is Hyphy. Oakland, not fuck the Bay, but Oakland is the mecca of the Hyphy.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm trying to say. And then everybody else, you know, blend in with it. But as far as hanging out the doors, side shows and shit and all that shit, the Thiz and all that shit, that's town shit. You know what I mean? Period. So just saluting it. You're just saluting it, bro. And just being involved with it, with Mac Dre and Keek and everybody, just being around it. You know, I feel like I'm a part of it, but I never made no Hyphy theme music or none of that shit, you know what I mean? But definitely was a part of it, around it. Like, if you in the Bay, it was a movement. You had 40 with Lil Jon and Keek. Nigga, they turned that shit, tell me when to go, tell me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, rest in peace, Tracks A Million. He created that sound, you know what I mean, with Keek, blue jeans and Nikes and shit. So, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of dudes that really do this shit. Then you gotta shout out the team. You gotta shout out the Federation, Rick Rock. You gotta shout out fucking, what's my nigga name? All the Whisper niggas. What's the Gemini? Sage the Gemini? Like, you gotta really, like, it's more than just Mac Dre and Keek. Like, everybody kept that flag running, my nigga, and kept that shit lit. What's my boy's name out here that fucking Chuck and them put on? Not Chuck, but what's them niggas' name, man? Heartbreak. HBK. Heartbreak. All them niggas, man. I Am Sue. You know what I mean? Them niggas, bro. So they just kept the shit going. Like, just keep passing it, and then the Hyphy is just a different, you know what I mean? What it is now.
Were you already in LA by then too? When did you move to LA?
I've been in LA.
Okay.
Yeah, Dre. I named Dre Denzel Washington in LA at the studio, nigga. Yeah, niggas flying out to me, bruh.
What was your motivation to move down there?
The motivation to move down there because the bread was down there, nigga. Chili cheese. El Chili Manto. And then, like, on some real shit, I just told you my backstory, right?
Yeah.
Like, I was hustling on the fucking tour, selling weed. I'm so that house street I was. Now I'm getting rap money, brick money. I'm doing soundtracks. I'm getting the price of a kilo. At this time, I never bought a kilo. Now I'm getting kilo prices for verses and soundtracks and shit. That shit is over. This is the full throttle. So on top of that, I have to separate myself, separate the elevate. Because if I had got $250,000 in a publishing deal. Now me being a street nigga, 100 going to the block, heroin, weed, and coke. No, fuck that. 150 going to the block, and I'm gonna work off the other 100. That's how. I'm trying to make $1 million off that shit. That's how I was. So I had to separate from that. Like, I get 250, man, I'm gone. Buy property, you know what I mean? Lease it out, you know what I mean? Be a landlord, you know what I mean? Get a studio, rent it out. Start getting, you know what I mean? Start making little industry moves and executive moves and real motherfucking legal moves with the money instead of, let's go play ball. You feel me? So I had to separate from Oakland because I'm too tapped in. You know what I mean? To get away from the negative shit and just start to where I ain't got no option. I don't know nobody out there I could buy kilos and shit from. I ain't got no block where I could sell it at. I gotta do this legal shit. So I just wanted to separate myself. You know what I mean? To just, boom, focus on this, legal money. You know?
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. What you and Numb have like come back together, the Silver and Black album, but y'all aren't rocking together currently.
No, we came together for High Times too.
Right, with the Mechanics, right?
Yeah, when he first came out of jail,
that's a good album too.
Yeah, we was good money, man. The thing with me and Numb, we just don't see eye to eye business wise. You know what I mean? He got a way he handled business, I got a way I handle business. So that's it. Once we get past that, we could probably, get past the bullshit,
I could see that. Because, I mean, I kind of want to close this out just, with what we started, like 30-year anniversary. I got 5 on it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, bro.
You're kind of in this category now, like, when they have these West Coast legends or classic hip-hop acts, not to, like, age it, but, like, you're, like, up there in stature with some of these other groups and acts. I mean, that's not something every musician is able to have. A career like that where 30 years later the song is just as big as ever and you're traveling all over and rocking that shit still.
Man, that's a blessing from God, bro. Period, man. Like I said, I pray for this shit, right? Look how I land.
Yeah.
You gotta, bro, I grew up in church. I used to go to church every day of the fucking week. Every day besides Saturday, bro. I'm super fucking religious, bro, and God got me, man. That's all I'm gonna say. You don't get the real background from niggas, man. You just think that niggas, I got a lot of angels, a lot of people praying for me. You know what I mean? And God is with me, period.
Salute to that, bro. Salute to everything. You got the new single out now.
Afro Man, man. My nigga Afro Man on tour, man. He beat that case, man. Yada man. Real mob shit. Yada man. Hey, man, we got the new single, man. Yukmouth, Afro Man, straight for the 420 shit, you know what I mean? Called Weed, man. The new anthem for the 420 weekend, the 420 week, whatever. Video coming out next week, man. We fucking with it, man. We really, you know what I mean? Tap back in. And this is the first single off City of Dope Part 2, my new album, you know what I mean? Coming on Empire. Yada
There it is. There it is. Don't
it's
stop
gonna
rapping.
Come early June or late
Okay.
May. We mixing and mastering right now, but they've been asking for new Yuck, man. It's coming, nigga. Yada.
I look forward to hearing it, man.
Yeah.
Anytime you need my support, we're locked in now. And I'm sure you got more stories, so we could do a part 2.
Yeah, super. When I drop the album.
I want to pull up on the Smoke a Lot Radio and talk some shit one day,
you gotta
too.
come too, man. Can I interview you, my nigga?
Yeah, I got some shit to say, bro.
Come on,
I got
bro.
some shit
Talk
to say.
your shit.
Off top.
Talk your shit.
And a big shout out to the homie No Hating too, helping connect the dots.
Come on, man. Always, man. Teamwork made the dream work, man. Salute, man.
There it is.
My nigga, boy.
Trevor Potter in the building.
He used to work for my podcast too.
He
nigga.
told me.
Yeah,
He told me.
big guy. Trev is a guy, man.
He's
back on Fig, hella shit, nigga.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah. He do his nigga fucking what's the nigga name? Orange Jumper.
AD on them.
Yep.
Orange jumper, no jumper
No
too.
jumper.
Yeah. So
Yep.
I see he didn't catch that one. But salute to Adam. I ain't got no problem with them. Orange, no jumper, nigga. Them my niggas over there.
Hey man, this has
Salute.
been a classic episode. History of the Bay. Yukmouth, Dregs One, Trevor Potter, Empire Studios. Yada me. We out of here, y'all.
Oh boy.
Recognize where you got the game. We got our own style, got our own slang. Northern California is a West Coast thing. This is the history of the Bay. Recognize where you got the game. We got our own style, got our own slang. Northern California is a West Coast thing. This is the history of the Bay.